stab. All the way for 6. Just enough. He's a boundary-hitting machine.
Travis Head's been referred to there, 62 from 24 balls last week. He was part of a rather remarkable hitting spree where the Sunrisers Hyderabad scored 3 for 277. 277 in a T20. The IPL just surges on and on. Bharat Sundaresan is watching all of this to keep us up to speed. Bharat, welcome back to the program.
Welcome to Adelaide, Gerard. Good to have you here. And I warn you, the weather has turned. And I don't know whether you've come prepared, though.
I should have brought one extra jumper and my overcoat, as it turns out. Hopefully it's going to be okay as we go along. Hey, tell everyone, who is Mayank Yadav? Because he is the talk of the IPL.
He certainly is. And look, I mean, Indian cricket fans are becoming more and more used to fast bowlers coming through the ranks. I mean, the early years of the IPL was all about the batters and, there's always young batting talent. But Mayank Yadav's been with the Lucknow Super Giants for 3 years, Gerard, but he's been injured the last 2 years. And he's just he's for 21, has played a bit of domestic cricket, but anyone who's watched him in Delhi cricket has said that, well, watch out for this kid, he's quick. And boy, is he quick. He's, the third delivery he bowled in his first match a few days ago was clocked at 156 kph. Took 3 wickets, all 3 with short deliveries in that game. And last night, he's taken it up a notch. I think he clocked nearly 157. And I'm sure if you haven't already, just watched the clip of him clean bowling Cameron Green. He is so late on the ball. And this is a kid who grew up playing cricket on the Wacker and at the Optus Stadium. And again, consistently bowling over 155 kph. Nobody's done that ever in the history of the IPL among Indian fast bowlers. Already he's being talked of as a potential test, if not debutant, but a potential test candidate for that Australia tour.
Yes, as once you're bowling that fast, international representation almost becomes a given, even if you're a bit wild in doing so.
And the thing with him, Gerard, he's not wild. I mean, that's the thing. He's also going at last night. You look at his figures, were 3 for 14 or 3 for 17, and even in the previous game. And his first 2 IPL games ever, player of the match in both games. That's never happened before either. And his strength, apart from his pace, he moves the ball around, and he's very accurate. He's not like the Umesh Yadavs, or we had Umran Malik, who's burst through the scenes in the last couple of years. But there's something about this kid, and reports have come through that the Indian selectors wanted him to play in the Baseball Test Series that just concluded. He just wasn't fit enough. So even though he's played one first-class game, you can say from the excitement in my voice and just overall on social media, people can't wait, and they're already thinking about the Border Gavaskar Trophy with this kid.
Yeah, those clips are easy to find. Have a look. Mayank Yadav bowling Cameron Green, and it's just pure speed. Has Mitch Starc taken a wicket yet?
No, Gerard. That's the thing. Speaking of fast bowlers, 8 overs, none for 100. That's where his stats stand right now. KKR have played 2 matches. And it always happens, right? When you go for this significant amount, and this is you're talking insane numbers here, right? With what Starc went for. So much more scrutiny on your performances. And I've watched most of his 8 overs so far. There was one he bowled to Kohli. I thought he bowled really well, cleverly. Just conceded 1 boundary later on. But it's not been a happy return to the IPL for Mitchell Starc. And I guess it's also a sign of T20 cricket is so challenging as a bowler, isn't it? I mean, the batting, you spoke about that other crazy game with Travis Head and co. The batting prowess and just the hitting ability of batters, young batters as well, is of another level. And he's not just being conceded runs against the likes of Kohli. Even some of the young Indian batters have taken to him. So he needs a big performance very soon.
So I think he plays tonight, doesn't he? And India will turn on him if he doesn't bowl well tonight. You get about 3, don't you? And then they turn on the high-priced international?
They're already doing that. I mean, so many, and I'm not just talking about your social media warriors. Even some Indian, cricketing voices have started comparing him with Mayank Yadav and others. Oh, Mayank Yadav went for 20 lakh. That's a few $100,000, and he's already performing. Or he already has 8 wickets or 6 wickets in 2 games. Where is Mitchell Starc? Did we really want him back? Do these Australians even? And the other meme doing the rounds is, Australians when they play for Australia against India as compared to when they come to the IPL. It's not made for good reading. And yeah, I mean, Travis Head's made a good start to the IPL, Jared. The joke doing the rounds was he didn't play the first game. He played the second game against Mumbai Indians, and that was a crazy game where he made 80. So the joke basically is till the time he's playing against the Indians, Travis Head doesn't really come to the fore. So still pretty quiet for the Australians, but Justin Langer's team now have 2 wins, so he's off the mark.
And you were going to tell us today what the TV ratings have been and give us a comparison piece from that first game.
We expected it to grow. There are 2 broadcasters now as well, the Star and Geo Sports. So just to put it into context, 124.37 million people watched the Super Bowl, and you were there in Vegas, Jared. What was that, 2 months ago? Yeah, 2 months ago. Compared to that, 281 million people watched the first game of the IPL, RCB versus Chennai Super Kings. So, yeah, kind of tells you about the growth of these broadcast numbers. 51% increase in terms of just viewers compared to last year. And that number is just going to grow and more. And another big meeting coming up on April 16, Jared, where the BCCI want to meet the IPL owners. This is to discuss a few things. I guess the length of the tournament for the next 2 years, because we have the big auction coming up next year. So there's talk of, it's high time we increase the number of retention of players. And also the franchises are saying, look, you have 100 crore price cap at the moment. Let's increase it because the broadcast numbers, and 100 crore is 18.5 million AUD. So they want to increase it, which means the ones to benefit the most will be the players. So expect those auction prices to go up even further.
281 million people watched the first game of the IPL. If you need to understand why it has taken over cricket as a centrepiece, that number will do it. Bharat, we'll talk next week.
Can't wait, Jared.
Bharat Sundaresan with the update from the IPL.